from our definition of a parabola, we can get an equation that kind of relates that focus point into the equation. Okay? So I'm going to look at a parabola with vertex at 0, 0 and focus at 0, p. So we'll just sketch that here to give us an idea of what's going on. So we've got our vertex here at 0, 0 and our focus up here at 0, p. And so our parabola, we know, is going to open kind of around, that opens around the, that was not even at all, but opens around the focus. And there's a line. Because our points on the parabola are equidistant from the focus and the line, we know that our directrix needs to be down here at y equals negative p. All right. So to get the equation of this parabola, we can just look at an arbitrary point. And we'll say that that arbitrary point is x comma y. And we know that the distance from the focus to that point is the same as the distance from that point down to the line. And so we can get both of those distances and set them equal to each other, and that will give us an equation for the parabola. So we'll start with this vertical distance here, because that's pretty easy to get. Okay, we've got this distance here, of course, is just p. That's the distance there. And the distance here from the point down to the axis is just y. So that distance is y plus p. And that needs to equal the distance between these 2 points. And here we can use the distance formula. The distance formula is the square root, and then we subtract the x coordinates, so x minus 0 squared, plus, and we subtract the y coordinates, y minus p squared. And now we can simplify this, and that will give us an equation, a simplified equation for our parabola. I don't like the square root here. Let's just square both sides. So that gives us y squared plus 2py plus p squared equals, and then the thing underneath the square root here, which is x squared plus, and then here we have, if we square that out, we have y squared minus 2py plus p squared. And you'll notice now we've got some common terms, okay, that we can work with. First of all, we've gotten a y squared on both sides, so if we just subtract it, it disappears. Same thing with p squared. We can subtract that from both sides. And now I'm just going to add the 2py over and combine it with this 2py, and we get 4py equals x squared. So this is the equation of a vertical parabola with vertex at 0, 0 and focus at 0, p. And this is a standard form that we'll use for the equation of a parabola in terms of the focus, the distance from the vertex to the focus. Okay. Notice that this is kind of separate from, or different from what we would expect. We're kind of used to y equals some function of x. We're going to go and just leave the 4p in front of that y, though. Now, this was a vertical parabola, and we could flip it around and get the equation of a horizontal parabola, where the focus is at p0. So we'd have something opening towards the right. And that would be 4px equals y squared.